So are we all having fun here? I mean, at this point, I'm really happy about all the turn 2 plays we've actually been getting. Really amazing, showcasing what DDDs truly are in terms of turn 2, and the whole potential of actually being able to utilize Inferno Reckless Summon. We are playing like 3 copies in here, so obviously drawing into them is very common. But at this point, you guys are actually starting to get a good idea of how this deck actually operates. It's completely different from how DDDs normally operated in the previous builds I actually made, but this one is meant to pretty much just go for the win by the second turn, and as you can see, it's very much so possible. We have yet to actually encounter a bad test hand for going second, but I guess we'll have to find out. Alright, so another different test hand. Again, look at this. We're always drawing into Inferno Reckless Summon. This is the 3rd time in a row. So let's see. To begin, we could search, but at the same time, if we activate trade-in and then get the second copy of the card, it's kind of bad. So what I'll do is I will actually just activate trade-in, getting rid of the Doom King, allowing us to draw 2. Look, we got a second one. So at this case, we'll get rid of the second one, and yeah, we'll just draw 2 again. Okay, so as you can see, a little bit more different now. But we can definitely still make a lot of amazing plays here. So firstly, we have Dark Contract at the gate. Interestingly enough, with the Inferno Reckless Summon, I do like to just go for the Lamia, or I like to go for potentially... Yeah, it's normally Lamia I want to go for, but I guess we do have a target of Copernicus, so I guess I will just add the Swirl Slime. But you know, I did have Swamp King, which is why I was reluctant kind of to actually go for the Swirl Slime. But I do think that Swirl Slime still provides a lot of utility, so we're just going to go for it anyway, despite the fact that we already have Swamp King. But we do have 2 DDDs in the graveyard, so we can actually make big plays coming up. So let's just see how we actually go in this particular case here. So we'll take Swirl Slime and we'll take the Necro Slime and fuse them up, allowing us to go for Genghis. And from there we could take Swirl Slime, banish off that, and special summon out Copernicus. Do not activate Genghis's effect just yet. We'll activate the Inferno Reckless Summon, which will allow us to obviously special summon 2 copies of Copernicus from the deck. 1 and 2. Oh, and also don't activate the effect of the Copernicus just yet. Actually, at this case, the ones that we do summon, one of them can activate the effect, allowing us to send a DD monster from our deck to the graveyard. So we could actually just send off the Lamia if we really wanted to, and I do think that's actually a really good idea. So we'll send off 1 Lamia, and yeah, that's very nice now. So we all set up. Hopefully we could actually perform some good plays. That pretty much comes down to how I actually do this, but I'm sure you guys are a lot better than I am, so you guys could definitely do this a lot more. So we'll take one of the Copernicuses, link them away alongside the Genghis. We haven't used the Genghis's effect just yet, but we'll go for the Archfiend. Sorry, I'll just use a Field Center again. And then at this particular case, let's see, this has been used. However, we have the Refusion and we have this. So like I said, Refusion's a really good card. As I mentioned in the deck profile, it could actually just bring back one of the Genghises to reutilize its effect, since we haven't utilized it yet. So yeah, we'll just activate the Refusion, bring back the Genghis. Oh, I think don't bring back Refusion. Don't use Refusion just yet. I think what we could do is we could take a Necro Slime and we could take the Doom King Armageddon, banish them both, allowing us to go for our High King Genghis. And then from there what we could do is we could take Refusion. Now we can activate it, which will allow us to bring back Genghis. And then High King Genghis will special summon back our... Oh, I actually wanted to bring back Ragnarok, to be honest, but I guess it's okay. No, I'm making misplays here. Let me just go back just a bit. I'll take the 2 Copernicuses, and we'll link them both, allowing us to go for our Wee Witch, which I don't have just yet. So Wee Witch's Apprentice, take Wee Witch's Apprentice. Can we do that? Yes, no. We could do this. So we take Wee Witches and we take the Master King Archfiend and we link them together to go for Avramax. And now we have opened up zones, so we could activate the Refusion, bring back the High King Genghis. This Genghis will then bring back Ragnarok over here. So that'll be good. And we haven't used this Genghis's effect just yet, so the summon of Ragnarok will trigger off this Genghis, allowing us to bring back our Lamia, which is very nice. And then from there we could have, let's see, what else can we do here? We could take, let's see, we have Lamia, we have Genghis, we have a few other things. I think we could do this. Wanted to go for level 7, where's the other card? Oh, there it is. Yep, there's the Alexander. So we'll take the Lamia and we'll take this Genghis and we'll link them together, or synchro summon them together, allowing us to go for our Alexander. So we just use the Union Field Center right here. And then from there what we'll do is we'll take Gate, sending that to the graveyard, special summon out Lamia again, and this will allow us to go for our Alexander and our Lamia. No, actually, you know what? We'll forget that. I found a better play. This is a whole test hand, obviously, just doing things here. I would think more carefully in an actual tournament, but in this particular case, there are other plays I can make. Let's overlay these two, which will allow us to go for our Doom King. And then we could detach one of them, so we either have Genghis or Ragnarok, whichever one you want, and we pretty much destroy one of our opponent's monsters, so that's okay. And then from there, oh, and based on his summon as well, Alexander also activates, allowing us to bring back Lamia, so do remember that. And let's see, what else can we do from there? And then we could just take the Alexander and the Lamia and then link them away, or synchro summon them away to go for Crystal Wing. Or we could go for Savage Dragon, which will then equip the Master King, or Wee Witches, and then we could do some plays there. So yeah, I thought that was okay. We could go for that. There is a slight alternative play we could go for as well, but I think Crystal Wing, dealing with gaining the attack of something, Avramax gaining the attack of something, and a 3500 beat stick of Dark Armageddon that can't be destroyed, would definitely be very nice here. So yeah, so 1, 2, and 3, not bad. We do have this. Now let's actually slightly reverse it back. So instead of Crystal Wing, we'll reverse it back to this situation again. And this was material. So let's go back to the point where even we had before this came out, we have this here and this here. I think it was this like that. Yeah, it was just like that for now. I think that was how the board looked like before. But what we would do is we could take the... Was it before Alexander as well? It might have been before Alexander as well. No, we just went into Alexander just now, yeah. And then from there, what we could do instead as an alternative is we could take the Dark Contract with the Gate, send that to the graveyard, bring back Lamia instead, and then synchro these two, allowing us to go for our Crystal Wing right here, or Savage Dragon, whichever one you want, and that will do. And then from there we still have Alexander in the grave, and we have the Genghis in the grave here. Lamia gets banished, of course, from her own effect, but we can activate Swamp King using these two together. and that will finally allow us to go for the very first time our purple Armageddon. So this is an alternate field based on the previous play, just a bit reversed. But yeah, we have Ragnarok 22, 3k, 3k. His effect can also burn your opponent, so attack and attack. So you got 2 negates and you got a whole bunch of damage. You really just can't go wrong from here. But as you can see, it's consistent at this point that at turn 2 we could do OTKs. It's a guarantee. So I'm having a lot of fun with this particular deck here. So I don't know how many more test hands I should do for this particular deck. There are other builds for DDDs that I can make as well, and I will make test hands for them. But in this particular case, this is the build that I just had been going for a long time now, and it's just been so successful for me. I've been enjoying this build so much, so I'm hoping you guys are actually enjoying it the same way I do. But yeah, we're gonna see a few more test stands. If it does come to happen, then you'll find it in the different videos. But for now, hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.